First round. What pick?
Yes. 17th pick.
That's high. That's mighty high. That's
should have been higher than that, Grind.
You would rather have Aikman over Dak?
Right now I would. Yep.
What you mean?
I mean, it's just the preparation. I mean, Dak ain't proved that he can get it done yet, man. I just don't know if Dak got that control Aikman had. You know, Aikman had complete respect of the whole team. It wasn't like nobody feared him, but I mean, it was like when Aikman walked in the room, we knew, and then cut the bullshit. Let's go. You don't know.
What's the difference between the 90, the Super Bowl teams, and the teams now? Because do they have more talent now than they did back then?
I think they have more talent. I think the issues are, it's not an issue. It's just that there's so much access to so much media, social media.
Right.
We wasn't as distracted as they are. Right. You know, I was talking to a group of guys that said if we had an argument in the locker room, Grimes, it was basically behind some money, gambling, or a woman. We didn't have that many issues. We damn sure wasn't gonna argue about no shit on no Instagram.
Right. I think it was the demise of the Cowboys. Like y'all got to the Super Bowl and it just like went downhill, and then even that, it's like we just cursed with a curse and we hadn't been back. Why hadn't the Cowboys got back to the Super Bowl, and why did it take so long?
I don't know. Some of it is luck. You know, some of it has been mismanagement of the coaching staff. Yeah. Some of it has been mismanagement of the actual structure of the team.
Yeah.
You know, you know, but like you said, some of those contracts, Grimes have locked them in the players that have been kind of what I call damaged goods. You know, they got a guy, they got him signed, but you know, he playing, but he ain't helping.
Right.
That's too much energy trying to get somebody to make millions of dollars to play football. I mean, so when you go through all that, Jerry said it, your ability is based on your availability.
Right.
If you ain't available, you can't help me. You can't help the Cowboys.
You're right. Y'all have people with drug problems and stuff like that, like Irvin, for example. What's the difference between how they can manage with him and with other people? Like, what's the difference with that?
Let me give you a good example. So, when I was growing up, Grimes, we had a dog. Man, the dog name was Sylvester. Yeah. And we tried to keep 2 dogs. We always tried to keep 2 dogs around that house. So what Sylvester would do is Sylvester would teach the new dog how to go chase cars.
Right.
Right? He run out there. He teach it. Soon as the new dog figured out how to do it on his own, Sylvester stopped chasing the cars. He do it long enough to teach him how to get. He knew that if he kept chasing the cars, something bad was gonna happen. So he stopped doing it. Right? I called Michael Irvin Sylvester. Michael Irvin knew how to get out there and come on home.
Right.
And still do it. Some people know how to do it.
Right.
And come on home. Right. So every dog that we had, Sylvester lived about 15 years. We went through about 20 dogs because they couldn't know. Them dogs didn't know how to come home.
They not come home. Right.
Like everybody know Mike's story, man. So you know we don't have to talk about it.
Yeah, Mike was outside on that shit. Now everybody, you know.
Yeah, you know. So but that year, man, we probably, if those things don't happen, that was our best team. But it was the most difficult year.
You think Prime the greatest ever, DB?
Yeah, Prime is the Prime.
I don't.
Nah, he the GOAT. Man, let me tell you. So when you know, you always try to. I mean, I don't care at what level. Grimes, you didn't walk to the gym. You always, hey man, that dude's supposed to be the man. And you know, you go stand up next to him and you measure up. Hey man, let me measure myself up with this dude. You know, he didn't want to tackle. Is that I took the same approach. We didn't want to get hurt tackling. So we had a different way and different angles that we took and different spots on the body we would go after to avoid some of them injuries, man.
Y'all was scared, really. Y'all want no bangers. Woody gonna bang. Y'all probably was scared.
That's why they got paid to be safeties. Yeah. That's what safeties do, tackle. We were paid to cover.
Yeah.
But when it's time to buckle up and get the 7-on-7, and don't beat him one time at practice, because it's gonna be over with the next day. He coming up there, he going straight press. I ain't playing off no more today. It's all man to man, all press, rest of the day. You won't even get off the line. I had a homeboy come in, and he played with me in A&M. He came in, Deion was banged up, and we needed him for a playoff game. We played Carolina out there in Carolina. We lost that game.
Yeah.
And so the defense was called, whatever they call up front, we call it double switch. And so
Right.
it was quarters. So he kept asking Deion, well, what is double switch? Deion say, get your nigga. And then so he was like, but what the coverage is that? I said, man, that's the coverage. That's what Deion called it, get your nigga. So that's it.
Yeah.
If he come out there, that's your man. And that's what it was.
Why did Jerry Jones need to feel to get tired from San Francisco? Y'all was already stacked. Y'all already had a team. Did y'all need help, or people got hurt, or what? Y'all was in decline over there.
No, a little bit of both, but you know, at the time, you know, Deion was a smoking gun, man. You had to have somebody, you know, that made the difference, that changed the whole dynamics of the field. So why play against him when you can play with him? I mean, that's a
toughest wide receiver you ever had to go up against in the
oh
league.
Man, you know, you got to give it. I mean, of course, I played Mike every day, Michael Irvin.
Right.
So you know, when dealing with Mike, you know, I was talking to Jimmy Smith. When Jimmy Smith for 3 years, man, Jimmy Smith was, you know, deceptive, could run. He was a Mike Irvin, but Mike could run, but he couldn't run like Jimmy Smith. You know, big, strong guy, push you, run by you, you know, could get it, like get inside of you, no matter what, he was gonna get across your face. Jerry Rice, the greatest to ever do it at that position, and they've utilized him, and he allowed them to utilize him in a way for him to do the things that he did. And I mean, Jerry was, you know, he wasn't gonna get your hands on him too much, but when you did, you had it, you know. But if you didn't, which he would back off that line, man, he would create all kind of space, and that's when the science of the game. That's when the greats, the good, become the greats, like a Jerry Rice, because you might get him one time, but by the end of that game, he'd have figured it out.
Okay, you trying to tell you taking Irvin a Jerry?
I'm going with Michael Irvin because I got to go with Michael Irvin.
Man,
you know, I'm one with Michael Irvin.
See, it's easy to say that after the fact. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
okay. So you can't. I mean, come on. I don't want no politically correct answer.
I told you who the best receiver was, but if I had to go to war and if I had to go to a fight and put them hands up, I'm going with Michael Irvin. Wow. I'm taking Michael Irvin all day long. He was a great receiver, but I don't trust him on that aspect of you know. I don't. He had a different kind of dog in him. It was just,
you know, right? Why he more like a poodle type of dog? What you saying?
Yeah, he was old finesse. Yeah, he wasn't the most finesse dog.
Like a Labrador or something.
He was like a good lab dog. Just gonna get the job done, dog. He wasn't gonna bite at nothing now.